Warning: serious injury can result from experimentation with HHO or Brown's gas. Children should not attempt anything shown on this channel without close adult supervision. Even some big kids. Please, play it safe. Alright, I've been pretty busy and I want to need to start filming before I get too far. I wanted to show you, first of all, I have finished the 12 discs that I drew by using this piece of 3-inch pipe cutout. And again, it's not perfectly round, but if you take and you align it correctly, you'll actually get a very, very good fit inside whatever piece of pipe you're using. So maybe it was a good idea that I used a piece of the actual material that went into the assembly of the cell, because now I know I'm going to get a very close gap around the edge. One of the things that I've been struggling with is the original design by Daryl Mason has the screw heads on the back of the energized plates like this. And the problem with that is, you'll notice that the gap, I'm going to try and get out of the way so you can see it. The gap between the plate, the charge plate, and the next neutral plate around the area of the head of the screw is much less than the gap across the rest of the plate surface area. Now I asked Daryl about this and he said, you know, as illogical as it seems, it did not affect the performance of the cell, but I still want to get as even a spacing as I can. One of my YouTube viewers, and I really have to commend you YouTube viewers, a lot of you put on your thinking caps for this project and shared a lot of really great ideas, and a couple of these ideas I am incorporating into the design of the cell. I have some hardware that is a flush mount stainless steel hardware. I think they're about 1.25 inches long. And what I've done, I need to get a real good close-up of this, took a couple of stainless steel hex bolts. And let me see if I can get this in really close. You can see I've actually drilled an angled surface inside that matches the angle of the head of the screw. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and pass the screw through oversized openings in the center of the charged electrodes. These openings are about 3/8 of an inch in diameter. The thickness, or the outside diameter of the screw, is a 1/4 by 20 thread. Put that into the oversized opening, take my nut that has the beveled surface cut in it, and tighten it against the plate so that it actually creates a dimple in the center of the plate. And consequently, the head becomes recessed into the plate. And now, the area is much more even between the charged electrode and the next neutral plate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my compass and I'm going to draw a 3-inch circle on the paper first with my compass. Since I'm drawing a 3-inch circle, 3-inch diameter, that would be a radius of 1 1/2 inches. So I'm just going to take my tape measure, draw it out a little bit, and I'm going to calibrate my compass to 1 1/2 inches. Now, the cheater's way is, as soon as I pierce the paper, I've created the center of my circle, and I know exactly where the center is. So what I'm going to do is just cut out this 3-inch disc that I've created and lay it against my stainless steel, and I'm going to prick the stainless steel plates right in the middle when I take the piece of paper and lay it on top and center it, so that I know exactly where the center is. Alright, so you can see what a nice dimple that creates, and I'll use that as my centering to drill the holes. You'll notice I am again wearing gloves to hold my piece in place. I've sliced my hands up enough times. No better. So I'm pre-drilling a small pilot hole first, which will aid the larger 3/8 inch drill bit on the final pass into the middle. And I'll clean up the burrs with a 1/2 inch bit later. So now I'm just going to take my plate and I'm going to clamp it in the vise again. Take my screw with the beveled surface, pass it through the plate in this direction. Take my nut that I beveled the inside edge, attach it to this side, and tighten it down real tight with my adjustable wrench so that it creates a dimple inside the center of the plate and pulls the head of the screw almost flush to the plate. Alright, so there you have it. This is the plate after I've assembled the specially beveled nut, and you can see the head of the screw is almost perfectly flush with the plate. So I didn't even have to grind off any of the screw head in order to create that flush surface area at the top of the head of the screw. There's the back of it, and the two ends inside the center will simply be joined by a stainless steel strap. Pretty pleased with the way that came out.